The next thing that the nurse needs to have in, if she is having a social character, is the problem solving skills. She has to have a lot of problem solving skills because she will come across many problems during the course of the work. There may be patients who are dying, there may be patients who are seriously sick, and it should be understood that no patients are the same. Each of them is different, they have different needs, and they will have different kinds of sickness. So she has to ensure that she does the best for each patient and gives good care for each patient. And each day there will be new problems. Some patients may suddenly become seriously ill. On that spot, she has to understand what needs to be given to the patient. Immediately before the doctor is able to come to the patient's bedside, she has to ensure that the patient's life is saved. So she has to solve problems. Same way, she comes across some patients who are demanding, some patients who are very serious. So each of these problems that she faces on a daily basis, she should solve. So she should have a lot of problem solving skills. The next aspect about the social aspect of nursing is that the nurse has to have a lot of respect. So who does she have to have respect for? She has to respect the patient, because the patient is the person who she primarily deals with. So if the patient is not respected, then the patient will not feel that he is being taken care of by the nurse. So other than the patient, the nurse also has a lot of respect for the co-workers, family members, and the doctors. So this will earn a lot of respect in return for the nurse. So mainly, what does respect mean? When you are a professional health worker and you follow the rules and regulations, then you will automatically respect all your co-workers, the patients, and their families. Not only that, the confidentiality of the patient, that is, all the details of the patient, the sickness, the illness, what treatment that the patient is undergoing, all this should be confidentially maintained. The nurse cannot tell all these to another person, even the family members, without the knowledge of the patient. It cannot be told. So sometimes the nurse works in the home care setting. So the nurse goes to the house of the patient and takes care of the sick patient. So when the nurse enters the house of a patient, it is like as if she is entering the patient's life. So she has to understand the each member of the family and as individuals, and take care of the welfare of the patient. So this will provide good care for the patient. Then the next important thing is self-awareness. Each nurse has to understand what role she can play. Some nurses will be very good in the community, where they visit each person's house and take care of them in their own setting. Some nurses will be very good as OG nurses. They will take care of the small children and the mother. Some nurses are good with children, so they become pediatric nurses. So each person or each nurse should know what she is good at and where she will fit best. So once she has the self-awareness of what career she wants to be in, then she will have a good relationship with the team members and the patients, and provide good nursing care for the patient. And other than this, the nurse should also have a desire to keep learning. The nursing profession is one which is developing all the time. It cannot be a static profession. So we already learnt about evidence based practice. So as new research is being done, new treatments will be tried out, different kinds of patients will get different kinds of treatment, and the nurse has to learn each of this and improve her knowledge and improve her skill. So these are the things that will become the social character of nursing. The nurse has to be a caring person. She has to have good communication skills with the patient, family, and the other team members. The nurse has to have empathy for the patient, and she has to have attention to detail and note all the details about each patient. And she also has to have problem solving skills, because she will face a lot of problems during the care of patients. She has to have respect for her patients, their family members, co-workers, and other people. She also has to have self-awareness of which area she is likely to be successful in and she should choose that area of work, and she should also have a desire to keep updating her knowledge and keep learning. Okay, so the next topic that we come across in your syllabus is the role of nursing in healthcare. So what is the role of nursing in healthcare? We all know that nursing in healthcare is one of the very important professions. So what is the role of health nursing in healthcare profession? The first role of nursing is as a caregiver. We already saw what is care and how a nurse gives care. So caregiving and helping the patient to get better from the sickness, that is the primary role of nursing in healthcare. So she has to ensure that she takes care of the patient's health needs, that is holistic health, all areas of healthcare needs of the patient she has to provide. So the nurse is a caregiver in the healthcare system. The next thing is ethical decision maker. We already saw nurse is a decision maker, but she should be an ethical decision maker. Ethical decision maker means making the right decisions as per the medical ethics or the nursing ethics. So as a profession, she will have ethics, which is right, which is the right thing to do in the right situation, and she has to make such ethical decisions keeping the welfare of the patient and the family of the patient in mind. Then the nurse is a clinical advocate. Clinical advocate means she is a protector and advocate for the patient. Who is an advocate? Who talks on behalf of the client. So the nurse is the person who will ensure that she takes the side of the patient and ensures his protection in all aspects. Then the nurse is a case manager. So each person has different treatments, and each patient will have side effects of treatments. The patient may need immunization, the patient may need assistance in ensuring his rights. So the nurse has to ensure that she is a case manager for each of the patients, and she defends the patient. That means, so she has to ensure that the rights of the patients are provided. The next thing is the nurse is a manager. So she takes care of all the activities of the ward. So in the ward that she is in, she will manage all the activities. She has to ensure that all the other team members, the doctor, the physiotherapist, the lab technician, everybody who visits the ward to take care of the patient, they are given the right kind of atmosphere so that the patient will benefit from their care. So she has to be a manager, and as a manager she also delegates work to all the subordinates who are working under her, like the ward boys, other nurses, or auxiliary aides. So she is a manager in the ward. She is also a rehabilitator. What is a rehabilitation? Rehabilitation is nothing but ensuring that each patient returns back to maximum level of functioning. So sometimes there are patients who are disabled, they are not able to do certain activities. So these disabled patients have limitations in their abilities, they cannot do certain type of work. So the nurse has to rehabilitate the patient to ensure that the patient is able to do the maximum level of functioning. The nurse also has to be a comforter. She has to comfort the patient. Each patient will have a lot of suffering, they will go through a lot of trouble because of the illness. So she has to comfort the patient and make sure that the patient is not psychologically suffering. She has to counsel the patient, she has to sit with the patient's bedside and ensure the patient is feeling comforted. She also needs to comfort the patient's relatives, because they are also going through a lot of trauma and struggle as the patient is suffering. So she has to comfort both the patient and the patient's family members. The nurse has to be a good communicator. She has to have verbal communication, non-verbal communication. By verbal communication, she has to talk to the patient's family, and other team members in the healthcare system. Non-verbal communication, the way she acts professionally, the way she dresses, the way she smiles, the patient should feel comfortable. So these are the verbal and non-verbal communication that the nurse has to ensure. Other than this, each nurse at the end of her shift, she hands over duty to the next nurse on duty. So every shift she has to communicate all the different aspects about the patient, so that the patient does not suffer when the care is shifted from one person to another. Other than this, the nurse is a teacher. Teaching activity is very important in nursing. Every nurse is a health educator. She understands about each disease and gives education to the patient on how to take the medicines and how each family member should support the patient. So health education is very important to ensure betterment of the patient's health. So the nurse is the primary person who provides health education, and she includes not only the patient but also the family members in all her health education. She provides health education about the diet and also how to prevent further increase in the disease and how to reduce the effects of the disease. So all these aspects she has to teach. So being a good communicator, the nurse will also be a good teacher. The nurse also has to be a good leader. She has to ensure that she leads the people who are taking care of the patient. Doctors are people who will come and write orders and then they will talk with the patient for some time and then go off. But nurse is the person who stays near the patient for a long time. And if she is a leader, she will be able to influence the patient through her interpersonal communication, and that will help in the patient getting better. The nurse also has to be a good counselor. We already told how she has to talk with the patient all the time, spend more time with the patient. She is also a good health educator. So the nurse will ensure that by talking with the patient's psychological problems, stress is all removed and the patient is able to cope with the disease. So stress and psychological problems are common in all patients because they are suddenly sick. So to make them cope with this stressful situation, the nurse has to be a counselor. She has to talk with the patient and provide them good counseling so that they become better. Then the nurse also should be a good researcher. As a nursing professional, she will come across new treatments, new types of diseases, and each diseases there will be different kinds of nursing care. So she has to do a lot of research so that it will expand the body of knowledge in nursing profession. Based on the nursing research and the publication of research journals, other nurses in different parts of the world will be able to learn more about newer diseases and newer methods of treatment. She can pursue qualitative as well as quantitative research, and this will help improve the evidence based practice. So this brings us to the end of this topic. There is only one more topic in this chapter, the social organization of nursing work, which we will see later. Thank you.